Hello learners, today we are going to discuss the course on CAD/CAM. CAD stand for Computer Aided Design, CAM stand for Computer Aided Manufacturing. Previous lecture we have discussed the basics and fundamentals of CAD/CAM, and also we have discussed the various concepts of CAD, CAM, SIM and ICT. Also we have discussed what the various reasons for development of the CAD systems and some benefits and application of the CAD systems. Today we are going to discuss the concept of design process. What for the design process? The design process is much helps to produce quality products at any kind of industries which is consumed by customer or consumers. What is design process? The design process basically is a series of steps. It's a kind of systematic procedures, standard procedures that guides set to the engineering teams for what? To solve the engineering problems. Basically the design process is an iterative manner. It makes lot of improvements along with the learn from the failures. From the failure of the products, we have to learn a lot of improvement aspects. And also, we can get the new design possibilities and great solutions. The design process is defined by Shigley, so that it's called Shigley design process. There are various steps in that design process, such as recognition of need, definition of problem, synthesis, analysis and optimization, evaluation and presentation. These are the step-by-step design procedures. The flow diagram represents the step-by-step procedures of the design. Now the step 1, recognition of need. Before designing any product, we should identify which product we have to design. How we can identify the product? Basically, it is a process of identifying some defects in the existing design. Suppose some defects in the existing design, and ultimately we have to go for the corrections, rectifying the errors to achieve the better performance. So based on that, then we can identify the products. And other option is we can identify the new product which is more demand in the market survey, based on the market survey. So in that market, what are the products has been demand? Suppose if the product is no demand in the market, if we are designing, so there is no use. So that the product much demand in the market. It is involved realization by someone that problem exists. So if any problem exists in the earlier designs, previous design, some corrective action should be taken. Also some identification of some current designs of products by the engineers. So that also has been rectified. From that failures we can identify the type of the products. Also from that the marketing opportunities to demand in the market survey. Next steps, definition of problem. Also once the product is identified, then we have to define the complete problems of the product. It involves the various specifications of the item to be designed. What are the specifications? There should be physical characteristics and functional characteristics. What are the physical characteristics? Such as size, shape, weight, appearance and so on. And functional characteristics are cost, quality, service, reliability, and operating performance. These are the characteristics for defining the problem and develop the criteria for CAD systems. So we have to develop the proper criteria based on the specific needs. In what purpose the product is required. So based on that needs, that problem has been defined. Also, we can study the vendors and competitors. The study of from vendors and competitors, which might helps to define the problems. Also, that benchmarking of the products, that also helps to define the problems. Next is the synthesis. Synthesis and analysis are closely related. These both steps are closely related. Basically, synthesis is a highly iterative design process. The components and subcomponents are synthesized into final overall systems. For example, in audio systems, we have different components such as amplifier, speaker, receivers. So all the subcomponents has been synthesized. Finally, we can get the outcome as audio systems. Similarly, so here every product has been synthesized, then we can get the better products and useful products. Design synthesis is defined as basically a process of creating or selecting the configurations, materials, shapes, and dimension of the product. Basically, it's a process of creating or selecting the various aspects, configurations, materials, shapes, dimension for the product which we are going to design. Synthesis plays a major role in problem solving. This is more important. It's an engineering design. The synthesis helps to solve the engineering design problems. Next steps are analysis and optimization. Analysis is basically a process. Certain component or subsystem of the overall systems, it has been conceptualized by the designer. Due to this analysis, the design procedure has been improved. Then it can be redesigned. So this figure shows various engineering and non-engineering analysis. The structural analysis, strength and stiffness, and other non-engineering analysis, cost estimations, feasibility, and durability, weight parameters. So all this we can do the analysis. The analysis process is repeated until the design has been optimized. So until we get the optimized products, optimized conditions, the process has been repeated. So that optimized products within the constraints imposed by the designer should be within the constraints. The development of the design is, if it is not satisfied, then we have to go for redesign and reanalysis until to get the optimized design product. So analysis and optimization plays a very major role in design of any product. So this analysis, we can have the different analysis software, like various kind of finite element softwares are available to do the analysis in various aspects, in structural analysis, thermal analysis, fluid flow analysis, and so on. Next steps is the evaluations. So now we are until the analysis we have done that so far. Now the final we have to go that evaluate it. So every product design has been evaluated. Evaluation is basically a process of measuring in the design. How can we measure the design? What type of parameters we can measure? So that is the evaluations. So the measuring of the design against the specifications established in the problem definition phase. So we can measure all the parameters which are defined in the problem definition phase. The evaluations is often requires the fabrication and testing of prototype model to assess operating performance, quality, reliability, and other criteria. So that the evaluation is needs and often to at various activities. At even every activities we have to go for the evaluations. Especially in prototype model, testing and fabrications, that evaluation we have to do that. Also that operating performance also we have to do the evaluations. The product design and performance evaluation has been done as per the requirement. That all that evaluations of the product has been based on the requirement of the products. The final is we are go for the presentation of the design product. The final phase in the design process is the presentations, which includes the design by means of drawings, material specifications, assembly list, part list, sectional views, bill of materials, and so on. These are all the parameters which includes in the presentation. This all specifications, these parameters has been specified properly without any errors. So which is goes for further manufacturing process. So that the presentation should be in very clear and without any error. The documentation require a design database to be created. So all the documentations, all the parameters has been stored in the CAD/CAM database. The final presentation model is but the clear to representation of the what finished product would like. So the final product, the final presentation is exactly should be what product we are going to design. So now we are discussed on that and till now the various design process in the CAD systems. Now how the design process can be applied in the computers. Now we are going to discuss that how the design process has been applied in the computers. So the figure represents the various design process: recognition of need, problem definition, synthesis, analysis and optimization, evaluation, presentation. This is the step-by-step procedures. And the application of computers in design process such as geometric modeling, engineering analysis, design review and evaluation, automated drafting. These four the application of computers is integrated with the or connected with the design process according to the flow charts. Now we are going to discuss that one by one the application of computers in design process. Now that first the steps are geometric modeling. So the designing of every or any product we have to make the geometric modeling. So based on the geometric modeling, the manufacturing has been produced. The geometric modeling is a branch of applied mathematics and computational geometry that studies methods and algorithm for the mathematical description of the shapes. So the geometric modeling basically described in the form of mathematics. So that in the form of that geometry studies based on the form of various methods and algorithm of the mathematical descriptions for the various kind of shapes of the products. Geometric modeling is concerned with the computer and compatible mathematical description of the geometry of the objects. So it should be that computer and compatible mathematical descriptions of the geometry of the object. It is a geometric modeling. So geometric modeling is basically a computer compatible mathematical description of the geometry of an object. That mathematical descriptions allows to image of the object. The mathematical description has been converted into image of the object, which has been displayed in the graphic terminal, in the graphic screen. Also, it manipulated in the graphics terminal through the signals from the CPU of the CAD systems. So, basic concept of geometric modeling, the mathematical description has been converted into graphical image. This is the basic concept of the geometric modeling. The geometric modeling, the computer converts the commands into mathematical model. That mathematical model can be stored in the computer data files. and it has been displayed in the graphical image of the product in the computer screen. So the computer converts the commands into the mathematical model so that mathematical descriptions can be converted into graphical display. This is the basic concept of the geometric modeling. That mathematical descriptions can be stored in the CAD/CAM database in the form of data files. This model can be called from data files for review, analysis and modification as whenever required. So once the data has been stored in the data files, which can be retrieved for the various purposes such as review and analysis. If any modification required, then we can retrieve from the database. And the geometric models create is a different type of models. So we can have create wireframe model, surface model and solid models. So these three types of models plays the important role in to design the products. Also we have various computer aided design softwares such as AutoCAD, Pro-E, Pro-E Wildfire, Unigraphics, CATIA, Solid Edge, SolidWorks and so on. These are some important CAD softwares available in the market, which is used for drafting of 2D objects and modeling of 3D objects, which has been created based on the mathematical description of the concerned objects. So that the basic concept of geometric model is the commands has been converted into mathematical model that can be stored in the computer data files. That mathematical description has been converted into graphical image by use of this computer aided design softwares. Next steps are engineering analysis. Engineering analysis may involve various type of calculations and computations, such as stress strain calculations, otherwise structural computations, structural calculations, and heat transfer calculations, thermal computations, thermal analysis, and fluid flow analysis, fluid computations. So the use of differential equation to describe the dynamic behavior of the system being designed. The basic concept of this analysis, the mathematical differential equation has been converted into dynamic behavior of the product model, behavior of the system. So in geometric modeling, its mathematical description has been converted into the graphical image. But here it's that set of differential equations has been used to describe the dynamic behavior of the system or model which is going to or being designed. The computer can be used to aid in the all kind of engineering analysis. So that the computer means that the analysis software which helps to aid in the all kind of engineering analysis. The specific programs and commercial software package has been developed by the engineering analysis group. So there are a lot of software packages, commercial software packages are available in the market, which is used for engineering analysis to various aspects, such as structural analysis, thermal analysis, fluid flow analysis, kinematic analysis, dynamic analysis, and so on. So the created models can be analyzed to check the suitability of the models. So that the created models can be analyzed and check the suitability based on the requirements, based on the experience. So what are the various types of analysis we can perform in the products of the design? Stress strain analysis, which is called that structural analysis. So we can go for stiffness in other kind of structural parameters we can determine. And heat transfer analysis. This is thermal analysis. We can go for temperature analysis and temperature specifications. And fluid flow analysis. This is computational fluid flow analysis and kinematic analysis, dynamic analysis, and finite element analysis. So this all analysis based on the finite element concepts, finite element method. What is finite element method? Finite element method is basically a process of creating new structures under various load and displacement conditions. Finite element method is basically it's a method of predicting behavior of real systems under various load and displacement conditions. This is the concept of finite element methods. In this finite element methods we can use for this above type of analysis. So this concept has been applied in structural analysis, thermal analysis, fluid analysis, kinematic analysis, dynamic analysis. So that all the analysis based on the finite element method concepts. So that for this kind of analysis we have the different kind of softwares to perform the above analysis. The softwares are ANSYS, ANSYS CFX, ANSYS Fluent, ADAMS, Nastran, Adena, and so on. These are some important softwares which is used for analysis, engineering analysis purpose, finite element analysis purposes. Next steps are design, review, and evaluation. Once that analysis has been completed, then the design should be reviewed in proper manner and also it should be evaluated properly. The design review is basically checking the accuracy of design. How can we check the accuracy? So that its accuracy can be accomplished conveniently on the graphics terminal. So that the accuracy of design has been checked. What are the parameters of the accuracy has been checked? The dimensioning and tolerancing routines which assign size specifications. That size specification to surfaces indicated by the users, which is used to reduce the possibility of dimensioning errors. So the dimensioning and tolerancing parameters and specifications in the system, it has been step by step checked and reviewed. Automatically the dimensioning of errors has been reduced. The accuracy has been improved. So that a review of every steps of the design, it's be must to reduce the dimensioning errors. The designer can zoom in part design details and magnify the image. The designer can zoom off any part of the design image, or we can magnify any particular portion of the image in the graphic screen for checking and corrective errors. So that we can, in the graphic screen, the machine component design, the product design has been displayed. We can zoom out any particular portion of the design, or we can magnify the image of the product at any scale, which helps to accurate checking of the product, and the errors, the minute errors, very small minute errors has been rectified and reduced. The last steps is the design, review and evaluations. The design review and evaluation basically is a process of checking the accuracy of by the design for the following factors. So what are the parameters we can review the design? Such as dimensioning and tolerancing, layering of the objects or products or drawings, interference checking of assemblies, animation of designed mechanisms, evaluation of areas and volumes, evaluation of mass and inertia properties. So these all the parameters has been reviewed and evaluated properly. Then only the accuracy of design has improved, that errors has been reduced. The next last step is the automated drafting. Once that design reviewed and evaluated, then next we have to go for the drafting. Drafting of the object, product, components. This automated drafting involves the creation of hard copy engineering drawings directly from the CAD database. So that automated drafting, which helps to create the hard copy of engineering drawings. As per the design, the drawings has been created, that has been stored in the CAD database. The computer design department's automation of the drafting process represented by the principal justification for investing in CAD systems. So that the drafting plays a very important role for justification of investigation in the CAD systems. So the CAD system can increase the productivity in the drafting function. So that automated drafting is increase the speed of drafting, improve the accuracy of the drafting. So error has been reduced. Any kind of the minute error also has been reduced. So automatically the efficiency or the efficient of the performance has been improved. So it's better than manual drafting. So automatically the productivity is increased. If the time consumption for the drafting is reduced, automatically the productivity is increased. The CAD database can be stored in the CAD database. All the graphical descriptions, mathematical descriptions of the concerned products has been stored in the CAD database, which is used to develop the parts classification and coding of the systems. The parts classification and coding involves the program grouping similar part of designs into classes and relating the similarities by means of coding scheme. Based on that, the coding schemes, that part classification and coding involves it's identify the similar groups of the designs. Based on the similarities, relating the similarities, it's identifying the groups and classified and makes the coding for the manufacturing purposes. Also, the automated drafting involves the creation of hard copy of designs directly from the CAD database. It includes once that mathematical descriptions, all the documentations has been stored in the CAD database, we can have the hard copy from the CAD database. This figure shows the hard copy of the geometrical descriptions of the product, the drawing description of the designing of the product, which includes automated drafting. Includes the various activities such as preparation of detailed drawings, preparation of sectional views, preparation of assembly drawings, preparation of material specifications, preparation of part list, preparation of bill of materials, and so on. So these kind of activities has been stored in the CAD database in the form of graphical image, then the form of mathematical description, which can be converted into graphical image. In this figure shows that the various drafting of the different components for this 3D products. This objects, this drawing specification, which is helps to produce the 3D modeling of the concerned object, concerned product, concerned component. Next, once that all that computer application to design is processed. Next, the important parameter is the database. It's the manufacturing database. The CAD database helps to manufacture the products and increase the productivity in the industry. If the data are not stored in systematically, so at the time of manufacturing, it's difficult to get the proper data for the concerned product. So that manufacturing data plays a very important, crucial role in the product manufacturing. So that the CAD database helps to manufacture the product. Also, it increases the productivity of any product in the industries. The computer-based systems have been developed, which create much of the data and documentations. So the computer-based systems has been developed, which creates any amount of the huge amount of data and documentation is required, which is to plan the manufacturing operations for the product. So that all the data has been stored in the database, which has been retrieved at any time from the manufacturing department for the various kind of manufacturing operations. It includes all the data on the product generated during such components, such parameters as geometry data, bill materials, part list, material specifications, assembly list, and so on. So the data are which is include this all parameters. These all parameters can be stored in the CAD/CAM database. So once that data has been stored in the database, which is retrieved from the manufacturing department to manufacture the various components or various products or various components or the machine components at the whenever the required at the time of manufacturing. Now that we are going to discuss the application of CAD in engineering design. How the CAD helps to the designing. CAD, which is used to help for create solid modeling, surface modeling, wireframe modeling. So this type of modelings it just helps to create the CAD systems. Solid modeling, it's a three-dimensional modeling. We can create a three-dimensional modeling of any product, any objects. And surface modeling. This figure shows the surface modeling of automotive, surface modeling of aircraft. So all surface modeling also we can create by using the CAD system. And wireframe modeling. This figure shows the wireframe modeling. So that wireframe modeling, solid modeling, surface modeling, all these three type of modeling can be created in the CAD systems. Then assembly drawings, 2D drafting, also we can create by using the CAD systems. And reverse engineering, inventory control, machining of, which is helps to the machining of various products and manufacturing of various products. So which is helps to inventory also, to store keep the materials in the inventory also. The CAD design helps to the manufacturing department. These are some application in engineering designs, and some application in the industries. What are the applications industries are in the CAD systems? In that CAD system used in each and every type of industries, especially in automotive. It can be used in the automotive industries to design the various type of vehicles, whether it be two-wheeler, four-wheeler, heavy vehicles, defense vehicles, and so on. Similarly, in aeronautical, it can be helps to design the various passenger flights, space flights, fighter aircrafts, and so on. And shipbuildings, various type of ships, boats, and ship components. Also, we can use CAD system to design the boats. And civil construction, it plays a major role in civil construction, civil construction industries to construct the various commercial buildings and various bridges, dams, and so on. And also it plays very important role in architectural designs. In the field of architectures, the CAD plays a major role, crucial role to develop the different innovative structures, museum, monuments, and commercial buildings, and different in form of different structures, different aesthetics, different ergonomics. And also it can be used in various in the field of electronics and computers. So all the products, components of electronics and computers, the CAD design is much involved and helps to design the products. Another major important CAD system in the medical field, biomedical engineering. Basically, it helps to create the model of the human object, human body, human parts of the objects. Also, it's for helps to surgery. For example, that face surgery is called the plastic surgery. Also, that designing and development of surgical equipments, medical equipments. So it plays various applications in the medical and biomedical field also. And also is another field, the energy. Energy is a very important requirements in the each and every country. So in that energy field also CAD plays important role to design various components of energy products, solar panel, nuclear energy components, thermal energy components. So various pressure vessels, so many products of energy components and equipments has been designed using the CAD component. Not only that engineering aspects, apart from engineering aspects, in general application also CAD helps to in lot of aspects. For example, in sports, in this all sports products, sports requirements, sports dresses. So all items, products related to sports also it helps to produce. And interior design. So interior design is excellent, and aesthetics, structures and appearance has been produced by CAD systems. And various cosmetic products which is used by customer and consumer in day-to-day life. Also the CAD system is involved to designing the cosmetic products. Another major role in film and media industries. So CAD industries very important, plays a role in film and media industries in the area of animation, special effects, and making the moving films and communication of the systems. So that these are some major applications which is used in the day-to-day lives. So in general, CAD is applicable to in all type of field, all type of products, all type of components. So these are some important application of the CAD. Some benefits of the CAD. So by using the CAD, what are the benefits that happens? It provides better and functional analysis to reduce the prototype testings. So it provides a better functional analysis so that the prototype testing has been reduced. It helps to prepare the documentations. So that documentation is a very important role in the computer design, so that it helps to prepare the documentations and minimize the transcription errors. The transcription error also has been reduced by using quality CAD systems. The designs are more standardized, so that accuracy is improved, error has been reduced, so that automatically the standardization has been improved. So ultimately the better design provided in the CAD systems. And so in other aspects, in tool design, tool and picture design, so other also that the productivity is improved. Also that better knowledge of cost provided. So we know that each and every product cost, so manufacturing cost, service cost. So all the cost aspect, we have the better knowledge. The CAD system has been provided the better knowledge in the all cost aspects. So the paperwork has been reduced. Another important things, we can take the print at any scales, whether it is enlarged scale or whether it is reduction scale. So we can take printout at any form of scales. So which is helps to retrieve the drawings. CAD software, there are different various CAD software which is used in the market, which is available in the market, which is used for designing the CAD products or components, machine elements, and so on. There are some important CAD softwares are AutoCAD, TurboCAD, Unigraphics, Pro-E, Pro-E Wildfire, SolidWorks, Solid Edge, Analysis, ANSYS CFD, CATIA, and so on. These are the CAD software which is used for 2D drafting, 3D modeling, and analysis. So these commercial softwares which is helps to designing of each and every products, components, machine elements. So learners, so far we have covered the following topics in that unit. So the role of CAD/CAM, computer design, ICG, reason for implementing CAD system, these topics we have covered in the previous lectures. In this topic we have covered the design process, application of computer to the design process. So the various steps and procedure of design process, also the various steps and procedure in the application of computer to the design process, and also the importance of CAD/CAM database manufacturing, how to create the CAD/CAM database, and various application of CAD, and also some benefits of the CAD. So learners, we have some important books for the references, which is helps to further readings. The CAD/CAM Sim by Dr. Radhakrishnan, CAD/CAM Sim by Guruvar, CAD/CAM by Principles and Applications by P.N.R. Rao, Mastering of CAD/CAM by Ibrahim Said. Dear learners, we have covered so far different topics in the introduction of CAD. So now I hope we are understand and basic and fundamental concept of CAD. So now further lecture onwards we are enter into the CAD's in-depth topics. Learners, thanks for listening. Thanks for your patience listening.